Okay, come to seated. Sitting cross-legged, only here very briefly. Okay, I might take the class over a little bit. If you need to leave, then I do apologise for the technical issues this morning, but we'll see how we go. So just come to a seated position, close your eyes, allow your hands to be rested wherever is comfortable, so you can place them in your lap, on your knees, wherever, and just tap into your breath. So notice your breath. Notice how you feel this morning. Notice how the shoulders are this morning. So with technical issues, I can feel that my shoulders are getting closer towards my ears. So I just need to find that groundedness, that ease in the shoulders. Close your eyes if you haven't already. And just take 3 deep, conscious breaths here. Breathing in deep through the nose and releasing possibly out through the mouth. Last one, breathe in, breathe out. Bring in the hands left to right. You can open your eyes now if you want to, but we're simply just going to breathe in, lifting the arms up above the head, palms come to touch. Just get some shoulder movement in here. Exhale, hands come down by the side. Breathing in, reaching the hands up, palms to touch. Exhaling, hands coming down. Breathing in again, reaching up. Exhale, hands come down. Keep your hands on the floor, fingertips. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open up through the chest. So imagine that you're trying to bring your shoulder blades back behind you, almost trying to get your shoulder blades to touch. Exhale, rounding through, navel draws in, dropping your chin towards your chest, keeping the fingertips. Inhale again, open up. One, breathe in, breathing out. Okay, from here, coming straight over onto hands and knees. Hands in front of you, and then just shift your hips back briefly, allowing your hips to rest on the heels, just dropping your head down. You can even drop your forearms down to the floor, releasing here into a variation of child's pose. Take a breath. Breathe into the back of the body. Really feel the back of the body expand. Then breathing in, coming up onto hands and knees, bring the knees wide, big toes to touch, sink the hips back, reach the hands forward here and lifting the arms. So you can even bring your fingers onto, your hands onto fingertips, gazing forwards here, maybe even taking your arms wider and off the mat, really stretching through those shoulders. You can get some movement in the neck here, navel draws in. Exhale, soften, release, walk the hands back. Coming back up to all fours, walking the knees underneath the hips. Hands come away from you, curl the toes under, and pushing yourself back and up into downward dog. Take a moment here just to get some movement. Stretching left to right, pedaling the legs, finding that breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe gently shaking the hips left to right. And just get a little bit of movement in here. So we're really moving the hips, moving the feet left to right, just starting to shake the hips over, twisting through the body. Maybe bend your knees and drop the hips down to the left, down to the right. Arms are strong. And then rocking again. So you're on your feet and on your toes, hands are firm. So you're in a downward dog position, a little bit flatter than what you would be, and you're just shaking the hips left to right. And then exhale, lower the knees down, shifting arms all the way back, forward fold into our child's pose here. Take a breath, breathing deep, inhaling, exhaling here. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, coming up to kneeling. Right hand comes onto the outside of the left thigh. If this isn't comfortable, you can be here. We're just going to take a gentle twist. Coming back, maybe the left hand comes down to the floor. Maybe you can touch your feet here just to open up through the chest. Inhale back to center. Just go the other way. Rounding through. Maybe dropping chin towards the chest. Get that stretch all the way through the side of the neck. Inhaling, come up. Bring the hands back down, curl the toes under, reach the hips up high again. Coming into our downward dog. From here, take another 2 breaths. Have that energy in the heels. Imagine you're trying to root those heels down to the floor. They don't have to touch. It's just that intention there. Breathing deep. Bend the knees, look forward towards the front. And we're going to make our way up by crisscrossing the feet. So the left foot comes over to the right side of the mat. Then the right foot comes in front over towards the left. Making our way all the way up. Coming in to a forward fold at the front of the mat. Releasing the head down. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. Take a breath. You can rotate the wrists one way and another. Get some movement in through the head. Maybe even bringing that chin all the way in towards the chest. You're really starting to stretch through the back of the neck. Lifting the toes. Find that awareness in all 4 corners of the feet. Or that tripod, the toe mounds and the heels. Replant the toes. Hands come to the top of the feet. Tucking the chin in. Slowly rolling all the way up. Rolling the shoulders back as you arrive. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take up space. Allow those shoulders to go back and down the back of the body. Soft knees, breathing in, reach the hands up. Breathing out, folding forwards, hands come down to the floor. Soft knees again. Inhale halfway, lift your choice, either thighs, shins, hands on the floor, maybe even the hands behind you, palms facing down. Exhale, folding forwards. Stepping the right foot back, lower the right knee. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale here. Inhale, reach the arms up. 1 breath. On an exhale, bring your hand back down to frame that foot. Stepping left foot back to right. Coming into our plank pose, our first plank. Push away from the floor. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back down. Pushing away from the floor, power up either to knees or all the way back to plank. Exhale, downward dog. In down dog, I would like you to just find something new here as we take 2 more breaths. So can you find a way to soften? Are there areas you're holding? Maybe you bend the knees, really feel that stretch in the lower back. And then we're going to take that crisscross walk all the way back up to the mat. So bending the knees. Start alternating the feet from one side to the other. Just getting as much movement into the legs, into the hips, coming back into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, root to rise. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, folding all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down, plant the hand, step the left leg back this time, lower left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take up space, maybe lean back a little bit. Exhale, hands come down, frame that foot, step the right foot back, shifting into our plank pose. Bend the knees, you can pedal the legs here. And then again, we're going to lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back down. Inhale, power up to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath in your down dog. Breathing deep. Bend the knees, look forward towards the front. And again, make your way. Crisscross the legs all the way up. And then as you arrive here, coming back to our forward fold, find some softness, release the head. And you're going to take a couple of breaths in this forward fold. So you can have your opposite hand on your elbow. Just need to blow my nose, sorry. I'm sure it's hay fever or tree pollen that's affecting me at the moment. Coming into our forward fold here. Find some softness. You can move again the hips left to right. And then from here, really bend your knees. Feel your tummy on the top of your thighs. You're able to get down that low. Take another breath. Roll the shoulders back. Maybe gaze forward. So it's like you're in a squat. Okay, looking forward here. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do that sun salutation one more time. We're going to step both feet back this time. Soft knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Find that flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Soften the knees. Plant the hands. Step both feet back. Shifting into plank. Push away from the mat, doming through the upper body, pushing the heels back behind you, strong plank, gazing down, shifting forward, exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale, rooting down through the feet, the pelvis, lifting up through the chest, cobra. Exhale, lowering back down. Curl the toes under. Pushing all the way up to plank. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths before we make our way towards the back of our mat. Moving the head, bend the knees. Start to walk the hands back towards you. Coming into that little squat again at the back of the mat like we did at the beginning. And then bringing your hands to your feet, grounding through your head. Inhale, start to roll up. Exhale, arrive here at the back of your mat. Shake the hands off. Find a little bit of softness. So we're going to come into our first balance today, which we all know, okay, tree pose. We're going to go on to the left leg is the one that's going to be lifting. So just gently shift your weight to the right, peeling that left foot off and decide where that left foot's going to go. Maybe it just places on top of the right foot for now, and your hands are at your heart. Decide where you would like to take it. Maybe you take that left foot all the way up to the inside of that right thigh, and then use that to bring everything together. You're pushing that leg into the foot into the leg, but finding this lift through this standing leg. Take another breath here. We are going to take 3 more breaths in our tree pose. Try and ground down, root down through that foot. Find the focus. I can hear, not sure if you guys can hear, but there's so many birds in the garden this morning. On your next exhale, just slowly releasing left foot down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, folding back down. Bend the knees, walk your hands all the way out. Coming into our plank pose. Exhale, lower down to the floor. Inhale, roll those shoulders back. Exhale, coming back down. Curling the toes under, pushing away to plank, to down dog, and then bend the knees straight away, walking those hands back into our squat. Heels come down to the ground, chin tucks in, rolling all the way up to standing. And as you arrive here, we're going to go on to the other side, tree pose. Start to lift that right foot. Again, maybe it just places here, you work on opening that right leg. Maybe you're in this position and you're here. If you want to, you can grow your tree. Find that drishti, that focal point. Navel draws in. Maybe this time you grow your branches. So with tree pose, this is about finding that groundedness, that connection, that root. This is why it's called tree. We have that connection through the sole of the foot. Everything else is light. We can blossom, we can grow, we can reach to those things that possibly we feel we can't touch, we can't connect with right now, but you can allow those branches to literally branch out to all those different connections. What is it that you need to reach out to or someone today? Ask yourself that question and listen to that inner voice. Exhale slowly, if your arms are lifted, bring them back to the heart, releasing right foot down, right foot comes to the earth. Inhale, reach those arms up. Really take that length through the arms, and then as you exhale, take up space here. Maybe your hands come left to right. Maybe your legs are a little straighter now if you're enjoying the soft bend in the knees. Then continue. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding back down, bend the knees, walk the hands all the way out, a bit like a cat, pouring your way forward, coming into our plank pose. Shift the weight forward, elbows drawing, lower halfway, then shift onto the top of the feet, opening up through the chest. So you can have knees down, pelvis is lifted, or maybe you lift the knees also. Exhale, lower all the way down. Curl the toes under. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lift those hips. Coming all the way back in downward dog. Take a breath. We're just going to go back to that rocking in a moment of the hips, going left to right. From here, I really want you to bend your knees. So imagine that you're pushing yourself further back towards the back of your mat. So you can really bend your knees. You're then going to shift your hips towards the right. You start to look possibly over the top of that left hand or maybe under. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, bend the knees, shift the hips back. Hips come to the left, maybe looking over the right shoulder or underneath the right arm. Coming back, downward dog. Pedal the feet. And then come to stillness. Take a breath here. Exhale, ground down through that left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Allow the toes to draw down towards the mat. That right leg is as high as you can get it. And then exhale, looking forward towards the front of your mat. Step that right foot up. If you need to lower left knee to get here, then do. Inhale the hands up. Exhale straight into our warrior two pose. Find the breath. You need to do some rotations with the wrists. And notice, if you've been coming to all 4 sessions a week, maybe you've been coming to more than what you would have done normally, notice that strength, that fluidity that you're creating by sort of turning up for yourself a little bit more each week. Take another breath. Navel draws back. Use that exhale to ground. Again, flip that front palm forward. Left hand comes back on the back of the leg and just reaching back into our reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Exhale, right elbow comes down to right knee. We've done this plenty of times. Reach that left hand up. Maybe today you bring the right hand down to the floor and you're in this position. Maybe you open up through the fingers. Try not to drop everything into this right hand. Want a bit of space here. Take another breath. A little bit of movement. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, release the hands down. Maybe walk your back foot in just a little bit if you've got a really wide stance. Straighten through both legs. We're going to come into our Trikonasana and then transition into a couple of other moves here. So bringing your arms up. Reach forward with that right hand so this left hip bumps back. Exhale, allow that left hand to come down onto the right shin, okay? Or maybe the back of that right hand on the inside of that right shin. Roll that chest open. So you're really starting to open up through the chest. Find that intention, space between the right ear and the right shoulder. Take another breath here. Keeping the legs strong and rooted. Bend into that front knee just a little bit to bring you back up to our warrior two. And then straighten through that leg again. You're going to spin the arms round so that your left arm is almost facing forward. Don't worry about this right hand if it doesn't come all the way back, okay? This right hand comes back, left hand forward. And this time you're going to exhale into our twisted Trikonasana. So your left hand comes down to either rest on your shin, or maybe it can come to the outside of that right foot, lifting right arm up. If you need a bit of height, you can rest on the shin. If you've got a block handy or a book, you can always rest the hand there. Take another breath. Inhale, bend into that front knee. Switch, right hand comes forward, left hand comes back, back into your warrior two. Inhale, left hand drops down, pivot that back foot, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding down, frame that foot, stepping right foot back, coming into our downward dog. Pedal the feet, Get some movement in through the body here. And then anchor down through that right heel. Inhale, lift the left leg up as high as you can, whilst maintaining the toes coming down towards the mat. So that pinky toe, imagine, sometimes we turn the foot out, we want the hips level. Anchoring down through that right foot, and then bend into the right knee and the left, and then step that left foot up. From here, you're going to inhale, reach the arms up, and coming straight into our warrior two. I'm just going to switch sides. So into your warrior two, find that position. You need to drop the arms. You need to find this root, sometimes just holding onto the belly and the back and just having this sort of connection where we're in and up. It's amazing how much you can grow when you just start to find a bit more of awareness here. Sending those arms out in front. Front knee remains bent. Bring the right hand back. Inhale, reach the left arm up. You can come further back if you want to, or maybe you just keep it up towards the ceiling. Exhale, left elbow comes down to left knee. Reach with that right arm, or maybe you bring fingertips down. Maybe you're here in side angle pose. Gentle movement, rolling this right shoulder back, opening up through the chest. Keep that bend in the knee, power up, inhale back to warrior two. Straighten through that front leg now. You need to shorten the stance just a little bit, do. Open up through. Exhale, lean forward with that left hand, both legs straight. Left hand comes down, maybe rest on the inside of the shin, maybe it comes to the floor. Feel free to drop the right arm down if you want to then open up through the chest. Find your breath. Again, we have this root through the feet, this reach with the hands. What can you lean towards today? If you listen to that inner tuition, what your heart is telling you, what your gut is telling you, maybe there's something else that you can do today. Not that I should be doing it, but what would you like to do? Bend into that front knee to bring you back up. We're then going to switch. So the right hand comes all the way round, left hand comes back. If you need to adjust this back foot a little, you can. Right hand reaches forward. And just like we do in Trikonasana and triangle pose, you lean forward and then the right hand comes down. If it's too much having this arm lifted, you can just rest it on this hip and open up here. Maybe you can open left arm up. So I'm just going to show you on this side. So maybe you are here, maybe you're in this position. Okay, if you need a soft bend of this left leg, take it. There's no sort of competition here, so really allow yourself to just find a bit of ease. One more breath. And then exhale, left hand comes forward, bend into that front knee, come all the way back up into our warrior two. One breath here, pivot that back foot, inhale, reach both hands up, exhale, hands come down, step the left foot back, shift forward into plank, exhale, either down to cobra or chaturanga, into upward facing dog. Take a breath. And then release. Curl the toes under. Shift the hips back, keeping the hands forward. So we're not coming back into our downward dog yet. Just a bit of a stretch for the toes. Maybe the forehead comes down to the mat. If you want to come off the toes, feel free. You can do. It's entirely up to you. Take a breath. You can keep the arms active here, lifting the forearms, the elbows off the floor, or if you need to, if you feel like you need a bit of a break in those shoulders, then allow the elbows and the forearms to come to the ground. Take another breath. Trust in yourself. Inhale, coming back up. Keeping those toes curled under, just reaching the hips back. And we're just going to crisscross the feet all the way, left and right again, all the way up into our forward fold. Maybe the legs a little bit straighter here. Maybe you wrap your hands around your shins. So it's almost like your elbows are behind the knees. Your hands wrap around your ankles. Maybe you straighten through the legs and use your legs to pull your nose a little bit closer towards your legs. Take another breath. On your exhale, release. Inhale slowly, rolling up. Pause. Reconnect. Come to this mountain pose. So from here, we're going to come into our next balance. So I'll just face you for this one for a moment. So you have a choice here. You can, one of the modifications for this is that you can just cross your leg over your knee, or maybe here like this. Okay, so it's literally just crossing and you don't wrap that leg around. So we're coming into our eagle pose. What I want you to do is find that connection with the feet. You can always use your hands more. We are going to bring the arms in as well, but you can do one or the other. Don't feel like you have to invite the arms in with the legs. I want you to have some soft knees here. When we say soft knees, you're still having that energy, that connection through the root, through the sole of your feet. Okay, so the arches of your feet. So even though the knees are soft, the feet are grounded. Your left leg, you're gonna, your right leg, you're gonna bend into that right leg. The left leg is gonna come out and then wrap around, like you're gonna sit in a chair cross-legged. Maybe this is where you are, okay? Maybe you can bring your left toes and wrap around the back of your right calf, okay? Need to focus. And maybe you stay here, hands on your heart, navel drawing in. All right, so you can be here. If you want to take it a step further, then we've done left arm over. So what we do is we do left arm under. So your right arms come out. You bring your left arm under, wrap it around. Again, maybe you're here with the palms not quite touching. Maybe you can bring your hands a bit closer together. Maybe you can wrap and hold on to the palms here. Navel draws in, start to lift the elbows a little bit higher. Connect, trust, find a focus. One more breath here, wherever you are. Exhale, release the arms, release that leg. And then just shake off this right leg, roll through the shoulders. So I'm going to show you in a side view for the other side. So just allow that connection back into the body. So release any tension, anything that you feel like you're gripping hold to. And make sure that you're really inviting the breath. So quite often we'll hold the breath, especially if we feel like things are a little bit tougher, but we need to allow that breath to flow. So from here, we're now going to go over to the other side. So soft bend in the knees. Rooting down through that left foot, but have that slight lift. Right leg comes out and over and wraps around, and maybe you're here, okay, into this sort of twisted chair pose. Maybe you can wrap that foot around the calf, sinking down, having this lift through the front of the body. Your legs are that root. Hands out. Right leg's gone under, so right leg's gone over, so right arm goes under, wrapping around the left, maybe holding on to the palms, navel draws in, gazing out in front. So these twisted crossover walks that we've been doing, walking up to the front of the mat, just inviting the twists into the hips, these stretches. Maybe lift the elbows just a little bit more. Maybe the hands can move away from the face a little bit, depending on how those shoulders are. One more breath here. Release the hands, release the foot. Back to the ground. Shake off that standing leg if you need to. Rolling through the shoulders, shake off the arms. Deep breaths, coming back if you're not already to the front of your mat. Soft knees, bringing the feet together, slight gap in between the heels. Bend the knees, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink down, navel draws in and back. So you're just starting to get a flatter back position here. Take another breath. Exhale, folding forwards. Releasing the crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding back down. Stepping back into our plank. And then shifting forwards. Lowering all the way down, chaturanga, into upward facing dog or cobra. From here, we're going to meet back in downward dog. Transition through. Exhale fully. Anchor down through that left foot. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Get some movement in through the neck if you need to. And then we're going to step that right foot all the way forward. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, reach left arm all the way forward. Maybe right hand comes to the ground. Maybe you open up. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, coming back up, straighten through that front leg. Reach forward with the right hand. Exhale, trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale again, roll the shoulder back. Exhale fully. Inhale, bend into that front knee, coming all the way up. Switching the arms. Left arm comes forward. Straighten through that front leg. Exhale, left hand comes down. Rest wherever is comfortable. Reaching the right hand up. Maybe it rests on your right hip. Exhale, release. Bend into that front knee. Inhale, reach your hands up. Left foot is going to pivot. Exhale, hands come down. Frame that right foot. Rocking forward now into our standing splits. So hands come down to frame the foot. The left leg lifts up. Maybe you wrap the right hand around the calf, holding on to the ankle, drawing left or drawing your nose in towards your right knee. Maybe you release here. Take another breath. Exhale, left foot comes back into this high lunge. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two again. Straighten through that front leg. You're going to windmill your arms round. Left arm now comes down on the inside of this right foot. Okay, so you're in this position. Bring your right hand onto your right hip. I'm just going to show you from this direction. Okay, so you're in this position. Okay, you're then going to bend into your right knee. Use this left hand to bring you forward and lifting that left leg up again. Maybe you can plant the left hand, maybe your right arm can come out and you can start to look towards the right side, coming into our twisted half moon. If this is too much, bring your left toes down to the ground, have a bend in this right knee and open up here. So don't feel like you have to be in the full expression here. Okay, you can hover this left hand as well if you want to build a bit more strength. And then everybody exhale, bringing your hand down to the floor, left foot comes down to the floor, forward fold. Take a breath. So just building on what we've been doing, just adding a bit more of a flow. Take a breath. Bend the knees. Inhale, send the arms forward, coming into our chair pose. Full breath. Open up through the shoulders, take some space. Navel draws back. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to go on to the other side here. So just take any modifications that you need. Okay, don't feel like everything has to be straight and aligned and the perfect pose. I don't believe in the perfect pose. We do what feels right for our body. We're all different. Okay, we're all different shapes and sizes. Structurally, we are built differently. Okay, we all have that sort of basis of pelvis and hips, and our hip joints are different. We're all made up in different ways. So what works for one doesn't necessarily work for another. So just take some variations. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, sinking down into those thighs, into the hips. You can even give your hips a little wobble left to right if you want to. Navel draws back. Strong. Allow the shoulders to wrap round. Pinky fingers turn in towards each other. That spreading of the shoulder blades. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding back down. Plant the hands, step one. Step two, shifting forward into plank. Exhale, either chaturanga, or all the way down to the floor, cobra. And again, we're going to meet in our downward facing dog. So take a breath here. We're going to go on to the other side. So anchor down through that right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Take up a little bit more space here in the shoulders. On an exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step the left foot up in between the hands. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, pivot that back foot, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Right arm comes back, left hand comes up. Coming down into our side angle, either left elbow on left knee, or maybe you bring a hand to the floor. Open up here, take a breath. Exhale fully. Inhale, coming back up, warrior two. Straighten through that front leg, leaning forward. Exhale, Trikonasana. Decide where you would like this hand to take that forward expression. Both legs are straight, or as much as is comfortable. Inhale, bend into that front knee. Exhale, pivot the arms now. So you're like windmilling the arms round. Then straighten through that front leg again. Reach with that right hand. Maybe it comes to rest on the calf of the left leg. Maybe it comes to the floor. Maybe this left hand can reach all the way up. Maybe it comes to the hip and roll those shoulders back. Take a breath. You're nearly done. Doing really well here. Breathe into the pose. Exhale, bend into this front knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Frame this foot, pivot that back foot, and then just shift into a standing split. So we're using that back foot, front knee is then just to lift ourselves up, coming into a forward fold. Maybe the left hand wraps around, maybe you can wrap both arms around, bringing your nose towards your knee. Decide what works for you and then trust. Take a breath. Stepping that right foot back, bend into that left knee. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, warrior two. Navel draws back. Take a breath. So from here, just step this back foot in just a little bit. Keeping this length. You're going to fold over. So you're going to windmill your hands around so your chest, your front of your body is facing the front. Okay, you come down, and from here you're going to use this right hand to then lift yourself up, coming into our half moon. Maybe right hand's here, okay? Maybe you hover this right hand, maybe this left hand is on your hip, you're just opening up through. Maybe you start to open up through the whole of the body. Watching the plant part, just nearly hit my head. Open up through, lifting that leg, toes facing down. Maybe you stay here, maybe you hover the hand. Exhale, left hand comes down, dropping the head. Step that right foot back. Inhale up, warrior two. Inhale, both hands up, pivot that back foot, frame the front foot, bringing hands down. This time, step the left foot back, coming into your downward dog. Stretching back with the hips. Maybe wiggling the hips left to right. Inhale, coming forwards into plank. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Inhale into cobra. Exhale back down. This time, just bring your hands behind you, palms facing down. Just 3 moves here with the breath. So as we inhale, we're going to start to roll the shoulders back, lifting the hands, lifting the feet, maybe lifting the knees, lifting the head, but the head's going to stay facing down towards your mat. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Shifting all the way back. And then walk your knees forward. Maybe you cross the ankles, folding yourself all the way back here. Coming down onto your mat. Bringing the knees in towards your chest. Just rocking the knees left to right. Take a breath. Relax through the shoulders. Flipping the feet up. Again, you can take happy baby pose, where the hands come to the outside of the feet, elbows are on the inside, pushing the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, tailbones rooting down towards the front of the mat. Or you could take stirrup posture, where your hands flip and they're on the inside, the arches of your feet, and allow some space here. Just take a breath or two. Breathing deep into the body. Noticing how you feel. Exhale, gently release. Bringing the knees in towards your chest just briefly. And then from here, you're going to send the feet, sort of all your legs, sort of at 90 degrees. Bring your hands behind your neck. So you could keep both hands behind your head like this. Okay, we're going to come into just a few yogic bicycle moves here. So you can be here with both hands. Maybe you decide to have one hand out to the side. Okay, you just work doing one side and then you can go on to the other side in a moment. Okay, maybe you decide to take the legs for a cycle. We're going to move slow with the breath. Okay, so we inhale here, open up through the chest. Exhale, left knee comes in towards the chest as you send the right leg away, right elbow comes across. Inhale, back knees come together. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back. Exhale cross. Inhale back. Exhale cross. Just keep that going. Nice and slow. Just building strength. Moving mindfully, trying not to crunch through the neck, keeping the gaze up towards the ceiling as much as possible, whilst maintaining this twist into the side body, building strength. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. And then release. You can hug the knees in. You can extend the feet away. Just allow your feet to take up some space so you can move your feet a bit further away from your body. Feet as wide as you might. Just allow the knees to drop in. Take a breath here. You can even give your tummy a little bit of a massage. Release. Notice how you feel. Separate the knees. Just allow yourself to have some space here between the legs so you can gently rock the knees left to right. Just getting some movement into the hips, into the spine. Just gently twisting and stretching. Even start to lift that top hip when you come into the stretch to really get a bit more into the thigh, into the back. Really imagine that you're lifting that hip off. Let's do a couple more. And then gently breathing it back in. So from here you can decide whether you want to keep the feet wide, knees together, or maybe you take our reclined cobbler's pose with the soles of the feet touching, knees wide. Maybe your hands are resting on your belly, on your hips. You decide. And then rest. Rest the mind. Rest the body. Put a hold on that to-do list. Just for a few more minutes. Allow yourself this time for your practice to really absorb into the body. For your whole being, not just the physical and mental well-being, but your emotional, your spiritual well-being. Just allow yourself to be here. No judgment. Just simply pausing. Listening to your heart. Just like in tree pose, Garudasana, eagle pose. All these poses that we have to find that balance and that focus and ease. We're in a beautiful time at the moment. That's the positive side of it. But if we lean into the positive side and really start to find that balance, that working life balance, or that should balance, all the things that we should be doing. How about the things that we want to be doing, things that make us happy? I, for one, am really enjoying spending time without any restriction on time, if that makes sense. You know, I show up to teach yoga, and there are things that I do which I plan into the time of the day, but actually having no restrictions, not having to be anywhere. Don't know how long we can hold on to that for. So embrace it. My challenge, my ask to you today is to give yourself some time to do something that you've been putting off, something that you love. Maybe it's just reading a book, maybe it's dancing in your front room, maybe it's signing up for a course that you want to be doing, just something you want to do. Taking 3 deep breaths in here. And on that last breath, just slowly get some movement in the body. And then we'll gently make our way back up into a comfortable seat. You can roll onto the wrong side, or you can rock yourself up, coming into that cross-legged position. And as you arrive here, again, just notice. Bring your hands to your heart. From me to you, thank you for coming to yoga this morning. Hands up to the third eye, to the space in between the brows. And we bow to one another, to each other, and to the rest of the world. Namaste.